Hey guys, it's Land is Sweet, and welcome back to another horse update. So I am doing this, basically the old school way. So if the audio isn't the best, I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. I wanted to get this update out, and you'll see why in a moment. So, yeah, so basically just a few things here. As you guys can see, a couple things happening here. So we got the the Ascent of Olympus, new divine horse that came out. It's Nyx, I think it is called. It's really pretty. I do like it. You got the Winter Menagerie. New divine in Tyke's crown gives a Fane's egg. And Matcha Tea, which is part of the new Tea Divine, gets 50 passes. And then Dew, which is from the Water Divine. So, if we look at here, this is doing pretty well. Look over here for the new Divines. So we got this one, sort of like the dark, mysterious gods, the rocks, marble. As you guys can see, this is not best lighting. I want to see if I can find there. That should do better. It's the glare. I know it's the worst. That's all I got though. Okay, so that's better. If you guys can see that better. Okay. And sorry for the shaking. I'm holding the phone, so it's gonna be an interesting thing. So, anyway, so that's marble, and it gives a philosopher's stone. I tried to get marble, but I wasn't successful. The teas, this one started last year with Christmas tea, matcha tea. I'm sure there's gonna be a couple other teas. You gotta be careful on the design because some countries it's not. They can get, it can look like something that's not supposed to be, you know, legal in places. Let's just say that. So they're gonna have to be careful on their design. This matcha tea looks pretty good though. I do like it. So I wonder how they're gonna do that. So all that herbal teas too is gonna be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna do hibiscus tea and chai tea and sleepy time tea. That'd be fun. New extraterrestrial, which is this one. So it gives the egg. So that's gonna be interesting. And then if we go over here, I did get a couple new horses. So as of this year. So Silver is new. I got him in Titans Challenge. Opened 6 Titans Challenges plus a Hermes Ring Staff for 7 openings. So doing pretty good. I do like my Silver. Gives you a good drop rate so far. I Love You for the Arabic I Love You Divine, which bumps up my I Love You Divines to 7 of them, which 7 times 20 is 140 passes every on the 14th of every month. Yes. Okay. Yep. And then I did get, and I know I told myself I wasn't going to buy anything this year. Well, spoiler alert, I did, but I couldn't pass up the buy this time. Obviously I had to do membership to keep the membership going, so all of my stuff doesn't go into like 6 little stable barns, so had to get that. So pass count is technically $1,000, 1,000 passes less than what it should be. So, but it was at 41. So that's gonna always be taken into account, especially in the overall count once December comes around. So I will be out $12,000 or 12,000, not dollars, 12,000 passes in the game. And this luckily all my past accounts are doing well. And purchasing Cascade, which Cascade was in a luck item before this, like a week before, and I wasn't able to get it. So it was like Cascade fragments or whatever, so I purchased it, got 550 passes, an extra VIP membership, and enough fragments for Cascade, the Water Divine itself, which Cascade was the one I was looking for to finish up my Water Divines, which I'm so glad I did get it. Cascade, when you breed her, you get Geyser. So I bred her with, what was that again? Snowflake, and you get Geyser. So once I did that, and I got Geyser, so Geyser was born, which I don't like the design of Geyser as a foal. As an adult, it's not bad, but as a foal, it looks kind of weird or scraggly. Maybe it's the head, I don't know. I just don't like it. But once I got that one, it unlocked the fact that I could go ahead and rebreed Dew and Dew and Cloud to give you Brook. So I also got Brook. I got my Dew Divine out, which was right about there. And so she actually just gave birth today to Brook. So now I have my 3 Water Divines, which is really fun. So this is Geyser, and then here's Brook. Brook is really cute as a little baby foal, too. So I'm really liking Brook as well. So that's really awesome that I finished my Water Divines. And usually the Water Divines, you need like 5 of them, and then you can basically, it's all about breeding to get the next one, and then you breed that one to get the next one, and you breed that one to get the next one, and it's ironic. It's like a trickling, water trickling effect. So on how it's all intermingled, kind of. But it is interesting on how they did that, which makes the Divine set very attainable. It's just, if you get stuck like I did, I think Cascade, you can win Cascade by them getting a, by having it's like every month a player gets picked, randomly picked and selected, and you can get Cascade that way. And I think there's one other way, like you have to have certain amount of rosettes or something. There's something like that for each on how to get Cascade. I can't remember what it was, but that's sort of how it is. Frost I got from an event. Was not looking to get Frost at all. I already have a Frost Divine, but I got my second Frost, so whatever, I'll take it. Another I Love You Divine. This one I got, I just was feeling lucky, and I just decided, hey, what the heck. So on my second opening of Golden Fleeces, I got this one, basically a free Divine, due to the fact that both fleeces were in my inventory, so I'm not going to complain. Which brings up that count to 7 I Love You Divines, so 140 each month on the 14th. So, and then I get my Water Divines, which is awesome. So, and then I gotta write all that down and put it in a book, and then I gotta bring all of these divines over to my Water Divine section, and then all of them can be happy and live out their days alone with no contact at all. So, as you guys can see, there's Wave, Rain, Cloud. I like my Cloud because it sort of blends in with the background. That one was actually sort of handpicked for that. Mist. A lot of these backgrounds I like. Ocean, I had a background before that I didn't like on it, and now I like the one that I have. So, ideal. Also, sorry for the wiggling. I'm trying to talk, and yeah. So, anyway. So, I also got snow. I got 4 snows. I don't really like snow. They don't do anything. This one gives you a Hypnos blanket. There's Some of them that actually, other than the fact that their skills change daily, and are really good for rosettes, trying to win a rosette once. Ocean is the best one for winning rosettes due to the fact that the skill points are so high. And it depends on, which ocean you get or whatever. But I think there's going to become a time, I don't know if it's going to be a bit yet, but there's going to become a day where Ocean's going to be invalid divine as well, due to the fact of the rising, just everybody breeding their horses and keep on getting those skillers high up with their, skill points. That's kind of a cool divine coat. Add that to my collection on most wanted. But anyway, so that's sort of, so Ocean's gonna basically become non-existent. I do have rosettes from Ocean, so if it is like an objective to win a rosette, I go straight to my water divines and see if I can win a rosette off of them first. Ocean's usually the first one I do. I did go ahead and try to put her in a jumping competition. I didn't win, obviously, you guys can see here. Didn't win it. There was a rosette, but I've had luck winning rosettes with Ocean before, and I have it in almost every single skill, actually. So it is possible. It's just a little long and low, and you're like, hey, well, what the heck, Land of Sweet, why don't you use your skillers? Skillers are void at this point, guys. Once you get out of the bubble of skillers, so that was almost last year, almost to the date, a little less, they become void, even just a week, it's about a week to 2 weeks, they become void, because people keep on scaling their horses up to being better horses and just having more skills and all that fun stuff, which is great. But then all these horses that you work so hard for become mute points, and they're just, nobody wants them because they're, they have really bad skill sets. So anyway, so other than that, everything else is looking very dandy and awesome. I'm liking how everything is going. As you guys can see, I am up actually with the fact that I did get Cascade. I did write down to see how many, let's see, it was, I'm at 5,427 passes. I'm 95 passes in surplus right now. So that's with the buy of Cascade. So basically I'm doing well. I did buy a couple other things, which means the pass surplus kind of went down a little bit. So I'm still at about 100 passes in surplus. So that's pretty good. Even with that buy, it was 550 at one point, but I want to try my luck at a text challenge and a few other things, and so there's that, but that's not bad. So now I just have to make sure not to buy anything else with the passes, and I'm very conscious on it. So I'm keep going with the pass count here, and we will basically keep going with that and seeing how it all goes. Other than that, my inventory on black market items is doing very well. I'm happy where it's at. It is getting higher each day. I am trading a little bit more on things. Philosopher's Stone count's going up nicely. Golden Apple Harmony Pack doing great as well. I just want to keep those going, keep it rolling, keep on increasing as much as I can. And that's basically the main goal of this year, is how many passes can I get out of all of my divines all this year without, using the passes, to see really how many passes can I get for an entire year and stock up. And then stockpile the stuff that I need and hatch out some of those goals that I need to get, like all those 220 golden apple coats that I have sitting hearted in my inventory that I haven't actually put on divines because I don't have 220 golden apples. So, which would be actually interesting because I could actually do that at the end of the year using the passes, but I don't know if I'd really want to spend 2,220 passes. Or 2,200. It would be 2,000. Oh, if it's 100, 100 is 1,000. 200 would be the 20. Okay, so yeah, so 2,200. So I don't know if I would actually use that. Sorry, calculation. It's been a long day, guys. So yeah, so basically all of that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Once I get these down in the book, they're gonna be transferred over to the other place, and we're gonna keep on going from there. Other than that, everything's going well. I am doing the Grail Horse Galahad. I am basically doing the Philosopher's Stone all the time. Every 19 days, I get a Philosopher's Stone to help that Philosopher's Stone count, because it's the easiest one out of all the missions and the things to remember to do. So, there's that. As for events, there's not much, really. Weekend offers, do, sneak peek. So, yeah, not much. So, yeah, so, we'll see that. Oh, the other interesting thing, I guess last one thing before I end it off here, is the ephemeral breeds event. Sort of went out the window. We used to have these horses with, it's the same thing with this. Instead of aging 2 months, they aged 4 months, and you could buy them, you could sell them. You couldn't really, they had to be the ephemeral breed or whatever, so you couldn't really do anything to that level. I don't think you could sell them. You could sell them to Owl, but you couldn't sell them. But it was very frustrating because I think they were trying to get away from the Ascent, which didn't go over well at all, by the way. And now we don't have them anymore. So, I think that's sort of just an interesting, fun thing. So, maybe that's a lesson learned, that maybe we actually know what we're talking about sometimes as a community. So, yeah. I would definitely think that the Ascent of Olympus needs to continue on, because even though it is painfully slow getting these fragments, you still get fragments every day. And it's nice to know that if you are close to a divine, that you can get fragments, even if it's not in this rotation, the next rotation, the next luck item, and then you'll get that divine. So, that I like. So, I think I might even go and start doing a few more. I don't tend to like to do these because these take forever. I prefer just to blaze through luck items to get the divine fragments, but if I have time, I will do it. So, I'm gonna go end this here, and hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.